gasoline and oxygen at the proper ratios, and goes down into the intake and down into the motor and the pistons.
Is that part of it?
Yep, this is the air cleaner.
Okay.
That just keeps dust and debris from getting sucked down into the carburetor. When you push the gas pedal, moves that right there. You can hear it making some noise. That's trying to pump fuel into the carburetor. This right here is the actual fuel pump. So the gas tank is up front, and there's fuel lines that run all the way here. And this has a diaphragm in it that, when the motor's running or turning over, like when you're trying to start it, pushes and pulls that diaphragm and has kind of a suction motion that sucks through this and pushes out through that and pushes it into the carburetor.
Pushes what?
Fuel.
Okay.
This right here is my generator. Most cars nowadays all have alternators. They basically do the same thing. It creates electricity by it spinning around. The main difference between a generator and an alternator is an alternator has windings on the outside, and the armature inside that actually spins in the windings is magnetized, whereas a generator has the windings on the armature and the magnet on the outside. These don't work at as low of RPMs, so as low as speeds as an alternator would, but it's old school, so this is what was originally on here.
Okay.
Okay, so we got fuel gets pumped.
Like all safe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuel gets pumped by the fuel pump into the carburetor. When you turn the key, there's an electric motor down on the transmission that turns the actual flywheel, which is on the back side of the motor.
Is this in this car?
Yep.
Okay. I thought you said there was nothing electric.
No, there is a little bit electric, but not nearly as much as you'd have on, most normal cars. Like even
New
this
cars.
is, normally electronic on pretty much every single car ever since, a long time ago.
Okay.
And also there's some electrical, like the distributor right here. What happens is this little arm, as it spins around, makes contact with these little studs up in here, and it spins around by the motor, and the electricity comes into this coil here. And what happens with a coil is, when it's got an electrical charge in it, just a steady charge, it can be a fairly low voltage, but as soon as you turn the electricity off by hitting a switch, or in this case by connecting a point to another point, when it discharges, it spikes the voltage real high for some reason. It's just how the electrical waveform works. And so every time